Hi, our topic for today is about choral reading. When we say choral, it is composed specifically to be read or sung by a group. What is the difference between choral reading and choral speech? When we say choral reading, the piece can be read up front by the group and they can interpret it orally. While the choral speech, the group has to memorize the piece and interpret it up front. We have three different types of voices that can be used when we do choral reading or choral speech. Number one is light or high voices. It is used when the poem you are reading suggests fun and happiness. Second, we have dark or low voices. This is a voice that suggests horror, sadness, terror, or frightenedness. And third, we have medium voices. This is used when we are introducing a character in the poem or we are relating a narrative.
We have five different choral speaking arrangement. One is antiphonal. The antiphonal is a traditional form of reciting biblical verses. Thus, many of the psalms, such as "The Lord is my shepherd" and passages like the Beatitudes, are best interpreted by using the antiphonal or two-part response. In this type of arrangement, one group responds to another, children with light voices to another group with dark voices, or children with high voices to another group with low voices. This is the most dramatic arrangement because it makes use of contrasting voices. It is good for poems which have questions and answers. Second is refrain. This type is used with poetry, which contains lines or verses which are repeated. Originally, such poems are recited with a minstrel saying the verses and the audience reciting the refrains and choruses. The narrative can be recited by a solo voice or a smaller group of voices, and the entire group responds by giving the refrain. Ballads are suitable for this type of arrangement. It is good for beginners. Third is sequence. This type is best employed in poems which develop its thought into a strong climax, or which two lines are cumulative in response. The solo voices and the semi-choruses takes turns saying the lines and then the entire chorus enters to build a climax and an impressive finale. Fourth is unison. Poems expressing strong and powerful emotions are best interpreted by the whole speaking group rather than by part of groupings or the semi-choruses. This is the most difficult type since it requires the ability to speak together at the same time with perfect timing, proper, proper control, and volume of voice. And lastly, we have line a child. Each line of a poem is read by a different child.